And we're live. Welcome. How are you all doing? I made it despite being late. I'm sorry for the late stream, but well, I guess it might not be as late because I'm like the daylight savings just happened this weekend for me, but happened some time ago for Americans, right? So for a lot of y'all, probably be not so late. Also, Bean is here. Hello, Bean. Just hopped on the table to say hi to you. Whoa, what are those eyes? How are y'all doing? You can go, Bean. It's early for you? Yeah, okay. I was probably too worried considering the switched hours. That is indeed a creature. His name is Bean. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to do some more medical horror today. How about that? I have an idea that's been hopping around in my brain for some time, and I thought this was a perfect opportunity to do it. So, well, first of all, hello to everybody. Hello, Sora RGV, Rat64, welcome. Hey, Lilith, Vi, Bates, Pie, hey, Siphon Knife, Cryptid Wen. I'm probably missing a bunch of people. Sorry if I did miss your name. Hey, Soup, Les, hello. Got a nice APA. IPA. I got some tea. No, it's not even tea. It's rooibos. How do you pronounce that? It's not really tea. Rooibos? I don't know how to pronounce that in English. It has two O's. I don't know if it's pronounced like a new. But yeah, it's like tea-like brew, but it doesn't have caffeine in it. No, not red tea. It's a different thing. It's a different plant. It's not the same as tea. Red tea is just like oxidized tea, kind of closer to black tea, or same as black tea, depending on where you get it from. Wait, oh, it's you, Val. It's you, other Val. You're more legally distinct now. You've been forced. Oh no. Yeah, rooibos. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's also referred to as red tea. Every time I see red tea, it's like same as black tea. I think it's just called red tea in China. But I don't know. I don't know that much about tea. I'm very new to that world. It turns out that there's another artist with the name Val with an H who also has your first name. That is pretty insane. What are the chances? Hey, Uranium. You're on vacation? Nice. I hope you enjoyed it. So, yeah. The idea for today was something that in my idea folder has been called clay syndrome. And it's basically, what if all your soft tissues in your body took on the consistency of clay? Instead of being like mushy like they are, they would just be kind of stiff, and if you press your fingers into it, they would stay like that. So if you scratch yourself, you would have the mark of your nails on your skin, your face, wherever you scratch yourself. That's like the imagery I wanted to do, just like fingers running across clay, but on a human body. So I was thinking like maybe the neck is a pretty good place. Maybe in the face, or maybe in the back as well. Depends on what kind of pictures we find. I'm not married to any ideas, so it's gonna depend a bit on the picture, I think. Like that Nagito one shot about the skin layers, but clear. I don't know if the skin layer one did anything similar to that, but I do recall the one you're talking about. Didn't Fire make a comic like this? Maybe I saw that and I'm doing unconscious, subconscious stealing. Maybe it's one of the, yeah, if it's one of the older ones, I probably read it a long time ago. Bean, what are you doing up there? Be careful, don't break anything. But yeah, if you do know that Fire comic, send it to me. Just, I don't want to steal stuff without, like, steal an idea very closely without realizing, you know? Duke of Flannel, thank you for the follow, welcome. Where the nails come in. So, okay, yeah. Oh, Bean. Careful there. He's climbing on furniture. So, okay, the idea that I'm trying to follow over these few streams, these last few streams, is that I'm taking old prompts from the Cursed Files challenge that I run on my Discord. And if you don't know, there's a little prompt-based challenge that I run on the Discord, where every 2 weeks there's a new prompt. I've been running this for a long time. It's at 39 prompts right now. And Mao, thank you so much for the follow. Hammy!
Almost 2 years, baby. Let's go. Oh.
Almost 2 years. Thank you so much, Hammy. So, yeah, on the Discord, I run this Curse Files challenge, and I uploaded prompts there every 2 weeks, but I haven't had time to do all those prompts myself. And I wanted to do a sort of like catch up. Now that I have like a little more time to do that sort of thing, because at the time I just couldn't get to them. I had all the things. So I'm kind of going through these prompts in order, and of the remaining prompts I didn't get to in order, and just trying to fill as many as possible. I'm not like putting any pressure on myself. It's just like, hey, there's a nice opportunity to do a bunch of little one shots. Coach, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Siphon just very kindly put a Discord link in the chat, so you can click that, go to the Discord. Right now it's going to look weird because we're doing an April Fool's thing. So the Cursed Files channel is now called Blessed Files. So if you want to check that, you can just check the pins on there. You can see the current prompt, and if you scroll down a bit, you can see a list of all the previous prompts. If you want to do something like myself, where you do a little catch up and you do little pieces for each of the previous prompts, or you can just take the current one and start there. Bias was more gore, ripping the skin, and it immediately fixed itself. Oh, okay. I think I know which one you mean now. Hold on, let me check. Thanks for finding it, Magtal. Ooh, I just blinded myself. I love Nocturne. If you guys haven't read the Nocturne webcomic made by my friend Nate Faya, go to that link that Magtal just posted in the chat. Save that and give that a read later. It's just a lot of little one-shot horror stories, and it's so good. But yeah, this one does have a similar vibe. It's bloodier though. But it's pretty similar to what I'm going for. Different framing though, so I think we're fine. I think we're fine doing our own thing. Yeah, y'all should read that webcomic. It's great. The thinking room. Yeah, Nocturne is great. Hopefully if I pops up at some point during the stream, I'll say hi to him. To change his stupid rules about age restrictions. Yeah, the webtoons is very silly about that, but yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, April Fool's stuff. In case you weren't on the Discord at the time, or if you're not on the Discord at all, we had a very fun event, which is one of the reasons I'm kind of starting late today. We had a really fun event on the Discord where, and you can still see the channel names and stuff are still left over from that. We forced everybody to not post any horror or scary things. The excuse were like, we're pivoting this server from a horror artist community into a more wholesome, positive, family friendly vibe. And we started enforcing, really harshly enforcing, that you couldn't swear, you couldn't post anything minimally scary. And yeah, it was really funny, and it ended up going off the rails. It was a lot of fun. If you're into that sort of stuff, definitely check out the Discord. We have fun there. I also posted another April Fool's thing on Twitter and Tumblr, that if you haven't seen it, oh my god, it was so funny. Hold on, let me pull it up before we actually start, because I had people going like so hard. It's so funny. Okay, hop over to the browser. Okay, so it says, the house on 9th Street became the topic of many ghost stories over the years after a series of tragedies befell its owners. This photo was taken during a 1934 police inspection of the property. The figure in the photograph has baffled experts and remains a mystery to this day. So obviously it begs the question, like, what's the figure in the photograph? So people started looking for it, and there is no figure. I didn't edit this photo. It's just a photo of a door. But people freaked out so much. Like, other people obviously got, oh, it's April Fool's. But some people were looking for it so hard. And obviously I replied to the comments. I kind of played around with it and then kind of went with it. And I replied to some of the more confused people. Like, there's nothing there. I'm like, are you sure? Hold on, there was a really funny one here. This person was really confused and said something is off. And I said, look closely. So they post a screenshot of this, and again, confused. I was like, you're getting there, zoom in a bit more. They circle a random thing in the background. I'm like, you're getting there, just look, just zoom in, go closer. Now they realized. That was very funny. Yeah, there was a lot of people just either people playing along or people actually like freaking out because they couldn't find. What are you doing, Bean? Soaring Blaster, thank you so much for the follow. Enhance, yeah. Was somebody, oh, that was really funny. Somebody edited the eye one, which was kind of the inverse of this one, where I edited something into a picture and then pretended nobody could see it to freak people out, saying like, I can see it. And so yeah, it's kind of the inverse. So it was a lot of fun that somebody recognized, oh, that's, you know, the opposite of this, and edited the eye in it. And the circle had to do into him guy, yeah. The Goku that people used to edit a while ago. Titan OG, thank you for the follow. Bean, what the hell are you up to? Hello. He's running around. He's very active right now. He was sleeping until like right before the stream, and while I was setting up the sound, I was speaking, and Bean just woke up, and he's been chaotic ever since. But yeah, in case you missed the silly, or in case you were still confused about the silly April Fool's thing, there was actually nothing in it. Don't worry. I felt a little bad because a lot of people were like really looking for something for like a long time, and I don't want to like straight up say it because it ruins it. Like, it kind of ruins the joke if I straight up post a reply saying like, you've been fooled. I'll do it tomorrow, but yeah, right now you kind of want to play along, right? So I was waiting for other people to maybe tell them like it's a joke, but it's funny. You suspected immediately because you know me too well. Yeah, that's what I've been up to today. That was fun. But yeah, Today we're doing some actual serious edited art. Oh, actually, I lied just a little bit, but I did actually edit this photo. Let me show you what it actually looked like. I think it's my downloads. Must be. Yeah, there it is. So let's see if I can open it here. No. This is what it originally looked like. So I wanted to make it look a little creepier. Like, this was a really good base photo, but to make it look a bit more like a ghost photo, I wanted to edit it. Sophia, thank you so much for 15 months. Hell yeah, really appreciate it. So yeah, I had to just edit it a little, darken it. I cropped it a little. You can actually see there's a hand in this one. I didn't even edit it out because it was in the darkness. Some people did notice it when they brightened it, but no, it wasn't super noticeable. And the one thing I did, like, manually edit, apart from just like the values and the contrast, was I made the doorway really dark. I wanted it to look pitch black so that people felt like, oh, there's something like in there in the darkness, and I got to look really closely, right? So that's basically the only thing I did. Whoa! I'm so sorry. I got Bean jump scared. He just jumped on the table and while screaming. And now he's facing away from me there. Oh, he's gonna sleep. Hey. Oh god. What's that pose? What you doing, little guy? Oh, casting spells. Little man. But yeah, Katrin, your art looks so crunchy. That's probably because of all the grain I use.
Frijole, well of you.
He loves you too. Can't believe Valve would trick us. We got googly eyes. Hold on, I'll just put them on the empty document for now, because we got nothing to put them on. The classic fake pregnancy announcement. That one's been done. Got beamed. Put the googly eyes on Bean. I don't have any physical googly eyes here because I forgot them at my home in the Canaries. But I do have these. So I will count your redeem as doing this to Bean. Oh, he's really confused. Look, Bean.
Congratulations, Val, you're pregnant.
He wants to smell it. He's like, what is that? What are you putting on my face? He doesn't let me. Little guy. Congratulations, Val, I'm pregnant. What? I didn't know. I had no idea. The therapist, thank you for not doing an April Fool's prank on them. Who would prank the therapist? Yeah. You know, pillbugs drink through their anus. What? Really? Faye Rina, thank you for the follow. Okay, so let's actually get to it a little bit. We got our document with only googly eyes. And Gitrin, thank you for the follow too. Yeah, I wanted to first find a picture, like the base picture.
Embarazada de un pequeño monstruo bebé. O un gatito nuevo.
Amy says pregnant with a little baby monster or a new kitty. Actually, You know what? You guys are actually right. Remember Rofio? Remember my little Rofio here? I'm pretty sure there's a creature living in it. Pretty sure someday it's gonna hatch. So that's why I'm taking care of him. Taking care of my little guy here. Someday he's gonna be ready and he's gonna get out. It's a pill bug. A pill bug would be good. What I imagined is there's either like you open it and there's like a million spiders that crawl out, or you open it and there's just like a very small man who's just crawling like fetal position in there and looking at you angry like, why did you disturb me? I was sleeping in there. It is a cyst, yes. He will emerge soon. Your friend had to get a lump on his hand tested and ended up being a ganglion cyst. Yeah, they're very common. Thankfully not really a problem for most people. For me, it did become a problem a couple times, but right now it's just stable. Weird looking, kind of strangely, you know, it looks like there's 3 or 4 of them, but it's actually just one. Yeah, looks weird. It's full of like scars inside. That's why it does like those little lobes. But it's fine. It doesn't hurt me, so I'm fine with it.
Precioso hijo. Un día, él emergerá y te ayudará con el arte.
Will help with art. Yeah. I found you on Twitter and I love what you do. Thank you so much, Kitterin. Yeah, like a goblin taking a nap, exactly. Goats prefer happy faces. Researchers put photos on the wall of goats and chair with the same face, one happy and one angry. Goats tended to avoid the angry faces. Oh, that's cute. Okay, let's find our base picture here. So I'm gonna hop over to the browser, and as I was mentioning before, I wanted to, I'll just do a quick recap of the idea because I did mention it at the start of the stream. The idea I'm going to work with today is clay syndrome. So the basic concept of it is that your soft tissues, so your skin and fat and muscle, turn into this clay-like texture where, you know, it's kind of rigid, but if you touch it, if you press on it, the impressions just stay, you know, it's like plastic. So plastic not in the sense of material, but in the sense that if you deform it, it'll keep that form. And so it has high plasticity, I guess. But yeah, the idea I want to do, like the visual I want to do, is you like someone's skin and there's like fingerprints just like dragging through it, kind of like they scratch themselves and just the mark of their fingers stayed there. That's basically what I want to do. So what I'm gonna try to find is pictures of clay or people working with clay, so I can see, you know, those those like dragging fingerprints, and then someone's skin. We'll combine that. Hopefully it'll look good. We'll see. Teach me a word in Spanish. Well, clay in general is called barro, which is just the same word as mud. So working with barro. But then when you like fire clay, it's called cerámica, which is the same as ceramics. But I think the translation to English would be terracotta. Rend herself and unmask Shy Guy. Thank you guys for the follows, by the way. Thank you, Rand. Happy you made it. Okay, so yeah, first order of business is, I think, finding our base picture of the skin. So my 3 ideas are face.
Congrats on the pregnancy.
Pregnancy, a face, a neck, and back. Let's see.
Octopullets. Go.
Octopullets. Okay. Let me just look for neck here. Let's see. You know, this sort of image would work pretty well. Right, but it'll kind of depend. Obviously, I don't want something looking super artsy. I don't want this sort of thing. I want it to look fairly natural. This one's pretty good. Pretty good at that. It's not the artsiest. There's no super fancy lighting. I try to go pretty naturalistic with my photos in general. So that's why I always try to find base photos that are very natural looking, right? Not super like model-y. Yeah, I bet I'm gonna get a lot of comments on FOP, on fibrodysplasia ossificans, and yeah, that's something that bothers me a little, because there's something when I do horror art and when I do medical horror, where I always try to like represent things that aren't very close to things that really exist, because you know, I don't want to like increase stigma towards certain things, and or I don't want to like make people think, you know, I'm making fun of or making light of an actual disease, much less people with that actual disease seeing my art thinking it's that. So don't worry, Kidderin. It's just like a good segue into that. I'll think I know what you were going for, but yeah, it's the sort of thing where I try to be careful. Straying away from it, or making a lot of mentions to it, but I'm still gonna get, inevitably, this especially, I'm gonna get a ton of comments about that. Yeah, I should make a PSA about that at some point. Although the PSA is not gonna help a ton, because most of that type of comment is gonna be made by people that don't follow me, so they haven't seen the PSA. Beauty water? What's beauty water? DIY plastic surgery soak? What do you mean plastic surgery soak? You're good, Kidderin. It was not about you. No, don't worry. It's just like you made me think of that topic. I'll actually use this picture here in the past. A lot of these are very artsy looking. I think actually that one at the very top was pretty good. Although it could really be a close-up as well, where you have something like this and the clay impressions are there and you don't necessarily see the hand that made the impressions. That could be a good option. That's one of the things about the typical sources I use. I use a lot of Unsplash or similar sites, and they have, you know, their pictures tend to be really artsy, like, because obviously it's, you know, it's stock photos by photographers who are working with models and trying to make things that look nice. But for horror, you don't typically want that. I typically want pictures that look a little grungier, look a little bit more, you know, DIY, not really like professional. So often, even though there are like hundreds of pictures here of necks, which is what I'm looking for, I still have to scroll through a bunch of them to find one that looks like decently natural, you know? Oh, okay, I get what you mean, man. Okay. I thought you were talking about a real thing and not a story. That one's not bad now. It's actually kind of grainy. It's gonna be hard to work with. It would be good, but it just has like a really confounding angle. It's taken really close to the shoulder and the face looks like it's so far away. I think we got a ton of pictures. So I'm thinking that the actual bottleneck for this piece might be the clay pictures more than the neck pictures, which makes sense, right? It's okay. Let's just take this one for now, or these two. Yeah, I think those two will be the best. Still not super decided, but just pick that up. And we'll start looking for the clay ones. Based on that, we might change what we go for. Yeah, that could work. Honestly, I could just, yeah, buy some clay, do that myself. I don't have clay on hand. But if we don't find any good pictures, that's definitely a possibility. Yeah, let's look for clay on this bit here. And let's see what we got. This is sort of vibe I'm aiming for. Sort of like wet clay with handprints. Most of these is just fire clay or people on that turny thing. What do you call that? The turny thing. This texture's pretty good though. This guy is just covered in mud. Could be mud as well. Like some of these textures could be good for the skin. Potter's wheel, thank you. Ooh, this part here might be good. It's a little bit blurry though. Yeah, gonna be workable. Has that spin blur. A little bit in this one. Maybe. Yeah, let's see if we can find what I'm looking for. Which is more like handprints on wet clay. We're learn to make ceramics, but have time for other things to do. I did ceramics in school when I was a kid. I actually have a little guy that I made that I still kept. It's I happen to be on my childhood bedroom, so I can just find you these sorts of things. Hold on. show you my ceramics little guy, and some of the like, I think like the legs have fallen apart, so I'm gonna have to bring it in a couple pieces. The real tragedy. I cannot find 3 of the limbs. They must be around somewhere. They're probably like moved around as the place was cleaned. But I can find the body. And I'm gonna show it to you with one of the limbs. Little guy. And the big tongue. And it was supposed to, okay, so he had 2 arms like this. And I'll try to, I'll show it, if I found the whole thing, I'll show it to you on stream. And 2 legs kind of looked like this, so he looked like he was sitting. This might actually be a leg. No, I think it's one of the arms, yeah. I think it was here, but yeah, the legs kind of looked like this. It looked like he was sitting like this. I put pencils in that. Very silly. Yeah, I made this, I don't know how old I was. Hey, Bean is interested. Yeah, Bean. That's my ceramics buddy. Yeah. Oh, Bean loves him. He's scratching up his little nuzzle against him. Oh. Yeah. He loves the fine art. Hey, don't bite him. He wants to bite his tongue. Hey. He loves him. I need to make art of him. I hope I can complete it again. Yeah, it's annoying that it broke apart. I think it's just because of the glue that I used. That just didn't last for many years. Eventually fell apart. It's like small pieces, right? It's like several small pieces that are then glued together. I also have... This one's not mine. This one's from my sister. I'm getting really distracted, but... This one had the same problem with the glue. But it's a much smaller thing. So this is another pencil holder in the form of an executor, but this head fell. So glue it back as well. Yeah, she was my sister just a few years ago was learning. Was just learning ceramics one day for fun, and she made a few like Pokemon ones, and she gave me this one for, you know, a pencil holder. It's up the inside. Well, there is a Dragon Ball, but don't tell Goku. Gonna put that back where it was. I'm gonna put my little ceramics guy here. Her bean. Bean, you love him, don't you? Look at this little guy. Yeah. So handsome. I should keep a little show and tells for every stream of the childhood home things. I should. I might have that. Oh, I do have a lot of interesting little trinkets. A lot of old stuff that my grandpa gave to me. Just like strange curios and items. And each cheese ravioli with sun-dried tomatoes. That sounds delicious. Enjoy. Make the ceramics guy into an emote. Your mom found the clay. It's not completely dry. She can Be careful. Don't kill him. Your mom found clay. It's not completely dry. She can reconstitute it enough to get rest. Oh. Well, if I can find anything, He's trying to. He wants to eat the pencils. Sure, you can have one. Careful, Bean. But yeah, what I was thinking of is, if you can imagine like wet clay and just like some fingers dragging through it, making like a deep impression. That's what I was looking for. If you can get pictures of that, alright, that would be lovely. But you don't need to, of course. Once you know you can have a pencil, it's only going to make you go after the tablet pen. That is true. I think he doesn't want to bite the pencil. He just wanted to like get it out of the pencil holder. He was just curious about that, I think. I'll put this here so it doesn't fall over the table either. Oh, well, Bean is gone. Okay. Similar in sand or some other malleable substrate. Yeah, definitely. No, not sand because it's too dry, but something malleable like that. Yeah. If we don't find good clay pictures. I mean, it could be mud as well. So after clay, I'll look for mud. Wet sand like in the beach. You're right. Yeah. That is a possibility. A little grainy possibly, but come on, load images for me. Thank you. What are you doing, Bee? What are you up to? You just playing. Just playing. Like maybe like wet cement? Sort of. I mean, I know this is clay bricks, but it's kind of a rough clay there. Not the best, but a possibility. So many like this. If you hear just banging noises, that's been playing. Possum, thank you for the follow. And Royal Was, thank you for the follow as well. What is this? Ooh, okay. Good texture. What do you call? It's like the generic term for like Play-Doh, that sort of, you know, modeling clay thing for kids. That would have really good textures, and you know, find good pictures of that. That might be the trick. Thank you, Possum. Buddy? Cute.
Off topic. But while last year my co told me we stopped World War III from happening last year after we finished our deployment. Bros, I just calibrate fuck my life.
Stop World War III. Well, good job. Play dough, but spelled as dough. Okay. Interesting. First, keep looking here. Get to the end of this search until we start getting a lot of unrelated results. Then we'll go on with the other searches. I do have one picture that what is that? That I'm kind of reserving. We'll check later. Because it's not from these sites, so it's not like indexed on this little add-on, but it is a sculpture that is in the site for the Met Museum. Kinetic sound. Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Hey Chad.
Anna, good to see you. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the resub. Oh, there's little clay guys. So cute. There's people modeling a clay ass. Okay, this is really good. This is good as a base texture, so you can add like the fingerprints on this, but I would like the skin to look like this. That's the kind of texture I would like to give the skin. You went to the Met when you visit in New York? Yeah, me too. It's great. I got to see stuff I used in edits in real life, and I went to my partner like, look, that's the werewolf armor. And she was like, sure, buddy. Hello.
I flashed it for a year.
Whole year. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. Oh my god, you started a hype train. Can't stick around for long because it's late, but it's been a while. Yeah, it's good to see you. Hope I see you on the next ones.
Smashing. Choo choo, let's keep the train rolling.
And hey, Blazes. You just put a very funny and stupid idea in your head. What did I put in your head? Tell me. I love silly ideas. Whoa. Clay guys? What the hell is this? This is scary. Ooh, another one of these. Another one of the ass. Good textures. I have no clue what this is. It's just like mud, I think. But some good textures in there as well. A bit messier. Could possibly be used though. So like wet clay on here. Wait, you got toggle camera selection, but did it not work? Is that broken perhaps? That's strange. Or was it off before? I don't recall. Send clay in the DMs? Ooh. Let me see that clay. Holy shit, that first one is perfect, Leo. Okay, let me show y'all. Look at this. Got another one here. It's more handprints. But this is exactly what I was thinking about. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Cryptid. Where did you get that paper? Oh my god. Lily, thank you so much for the gift sub to Sora. Did that not pop up on the notifications? I'm glad I caught it then. Thank you so much, Lilith. Thank you for keeping the hype train up. Hell yeah. Also, Bean is... Where did he get? He got a bunch of paper. I don't know where from. Hold on, I'm gonna check what paper that is. I hope it's not important. Oh, okay. We're good. We're good. We're fine. It was some like kitchen paper that I had packed with some of my ink. Because I just to clean this thing. This is a dip pen that I use on all my whenever somebody subscribes to the Patreon, I send them a handwritten note on with this dip pen. And, it leaves ink everywhere, just like by touching it, so I need to have some paper next to it. That's what Bean stole. So not a big deal. Okay. Crisis averted. I was scared it might have been an important paper. No crime today. For 22.6 channel points away from your commission, hell yeah. Lily, thank you for that second gift, so just iPhone. Oh yeah, if you were wearing that paper had no ink on it, it was clean paper, so Bean didn't swallow any ink. Thankfully, I would be a little bit more worried if that happens. Which is the armor I use for the werewolf armor? I wish I could find it off the top of my head. Hold on, let's go to the mat, because actually I want to search for that other thing on the mats, so we have all the pictures. I think the ones that Cryptid sent are perfect. I don't think we'll need any much more than that, but yeah, let's see. Start. Let's go to the mats. We'll first quickly look for the armor. What was it? Like, there was some sort of a copper tint to it, so maybe by looking for copper, What are you doing, Bee? Okay, he's off. You're making all sorts of noises. Okay. Whoa, hello, Bean. Oh, the boy. The boy has been captured. What? What do you want? You want to escape my grasp? You feel like you've been captured? You can go. Thank you for the hype train, y'all. Bean is covering his own camera. There it is. That's the one I used for the Lycanthrope series. Combat armor, Prince Elector Christian I of Saxony. And did I get it right with the copper thing? Yeah. It has copper alloy as the metal. My memory is so good. I actually made it silver for the story, so I changed the color. That's why I remember. It was like the color is like a little bit coppery, which is pretty interesting for armor. And yeah, I just noted that because Venus gone. Just noted that because yeah, I had to change that to silver to match the story. Just playing with a backpack. That's why it's making so much noise. Anyway, what's the after complete? Thank you, guys. What is the sculpture I was looking for? I have it saved. I have it saved on Pocket, which is a place where I save a lot of the pictures I use just for future reference. So let me open that real quick on a second tab. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, I got it. This thing. Really cool sculpture. It's based on the famous Pietà, but it is just made of this really rough, with a rough clay, which gives it a very interesting feel. I don't know, I like the sculpture a lot. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I was looking for. Obviously, this is not wet clay, so maybe not the best, but I still wanted to show it to you. Sculptures that make me want to grab and squeeze. Don't squeeze it. Yeah, great stuff. And look at the back. Actually, I know this one because I used it, or I planned on using it. I don't know if I ended up using it for the ongoing, still work in progress megalomorph fab part with the artist and the sculptor. Anyway, I think we might have enough here. Oh, this is just canvas texture. Not going to use that. Okay. So we have our neck. Let me put the...
No, with even more texture.
The texture is an add-on. Sounds good, Pyro. Good luck with that. Okay, so we have our neck. I have two pictures. I don't know exactly which one I'll use. I think this one might be a little better. Penis not stopping today. Little guy. What's up, Bean? Okay. While Bean goes crazy, let me download all the pictures scripted set. Thank you very much for those once again. Okay, save. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Put them in there. Hoping to get back on the Valdevia grind set in May. Oh, not that much longer left. You got this. Get that knowledge queen, yeah. Good luck, Anna. Let's see. They're the same, just slightly different lightings. We'll see what matches better. like this one flipped would probably match the best. The shadows coming this way. Yeah, probably this. My playlist.
So where is your playlist for the lofi music? This is the vibe.
Hold on, I got a link. Got it right there. If you want to find one of the songs that's playing, you can go to that link and just hit the little search button there and search for the title that's right there. Yeah, no problem. What's up, Bean? Are you getting a little more tired? He's sitting in front of his bowl of food, kind of looking at it. Doing anything. So this might be the end of his bout of energy. Okay, let's see. For skin texture, I kind of want to start with like a base skin texture. I just want to apply and then add the fingers. So this one's pretty good. This one's good as well. Slightly different lighting there. That one's too rough, and also the lighting doesn't match at all. This one's a little rougher, but I kind of like it. Let me try this one first. I'm gonna have to make it quite a bit bigger. You know, the lighting's a bit flat here, but we actually kind of want that for textures. So that might be good. So hitting that with one of my little shortcuts, which will turn it into a nice texture. Ooh, enjoy your meal, Bean. Sun-dried tomato oil on the pasta. Ooh, that sounds glorious. I should make some sun-dried tomato oil. Hello, Bean, do you want to jump on? Come on, you got this. Big jump. Yeah. God, hold on. I'll leave you some space for that. There you go. Looking for those little spots. I upgraded his bed. Now it's not just a blanket, it actually kind of made I used a few blankets to create a sort of DIY bed. It works great. Okay. There we got the beans. It's a little bit higher, so it's a little harder for the camera angle, but it's more comfy for him. That's a sacrifice we gotta make. Trying to make a citations page, always the most fun part of every article, isn't it? More recently, I learned to use citations on Word, which are a little weird, but once you know how to use them, they can work pretty well, and they just get made automatically, so that you just add a citation and then in the text put a link to that, or like the number that refers to it, and if you ever move the citations, all those numbers update automatically. It is a little bit of learning curve, but quite a time saver. Morty doesn't know we miss him. No, I miss Morty too. He's great. Yeah, hopefully we'll have more Morty. The Morty's owner, who was just finishing his residency in the hospital in the same workplace as my partner, he got his contracts updated, so he's gonna be he's gonna hop from being a resident to a full-time doctor in the same hospital, so he's still gonna be around in the area, and still gonna need his cat looked after. So there's probably more Morty in the horizon. Evil scientist looking boy. Dr. Nervo. Okay, this is a pretty gnarly texture for skin. I kinda like it. So hard light makes it a bit gray. This overlay is a little understated, but it looks pretty good, especially over here. Hard light is very strong, but very gray looking. But maybe we do actually want it to look a bit gray. Kind of feels like dead tissue a bit more. Not sure. What if I put hard light on color? No, that won't work. No, not on color, on luminosity? No. Gonna get back into One Piece. Never could manage to get into it. It's just so much, such a commitment that it's pretty daunting to me. So I never really did it. Not really planning on doing it. Really enjoyed Dungeon Meshi though. Out of like recent animes. I started watching the anime. Then I caught up. Like I got to, you know, the end, like that was, I don't know, a month ago. And then I switched to the manga and read all of that. Really good, really enjoyed it, really recommend it. I mean, it's all over the place. You've probably been recommended that show a million times, but if you haven't, let this be my official recommendation for Dungeon Meshi. I watched Freerun. I have, because my sister recommended it to me when it was like on the first arc still. And I really enjoyed the first arc, where it's just like a chill show, just kind of side quest vibes. And then it turned into sort of like competition arc shonen, and it's like, no, you messed with your whole thing. Like that was exactly the opposite of what you should be. And yeah, that turned me off of it. I did still follow it. Like I know that arc just ended, so I'm hoping it comes back to the previous vibe. But I'm not particularly trust it well. It gets better over time. You mean it gets less shonen-y? Shonen-y? I guess better depends on if you like shonen or not. The dumb edit is made. What is the dumb edits? Can I see it? And on the Discord mayhaps? Yes. That was literally me. I'm gonna show this to my partner. This is great. Okay, we've got a pretty good base. It does look a bit dry, but we'll see when we add the fingerprints, because those will look more wet. So we can accentuate that, reduce that based on what we want to do. I'm also thinking, obviously this should be like a person scratching themselves in the back. So it should actually be inverted. It should be like this. Right. But then would the lighting be okay? No. Flip like so. That is right. Yeah. Yeah, plus it matches the thumb there, so that makes sense. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do this. I might have it go up to the edge and then cut it off here instead of having like the full thing. I think I'm gonna try that. Brawny Mr. Monroe, thank you for the follow. We're in the direct path of the eclipse. Lucky. Yeah, I hope you got good weather. Okay, how will I add this? Because I could do the same thing I did and add it as a texture like this, but it loses a lot of, you know, physicality, I guess. Comes a bit flat. Could do it with a lot of high pass, potentially. We're doing that twice. But I could just have it on normal. Let's try that instead. The eclipse, and immediately thought of Berserk. It's not that kind of eclipse. I'm gonna do this here in a separate layer. So that way I can move the layer around. This will still stay in its place. And let's do the mask around that strap. All the way around. There we go. Following you on Twitter for a while, was pleasantly surprised to see you stream. Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming. I do stream most of my pieces. That's pretty good. If I put the textures on top, that'll help blend it in, but obviously it's gonna mess with some things.
This is my kind of horror. Medical. mixing organic and inorganic elements, and just a slight hint of arts and crafts.
Hell yeah. I love that too. As is probably pretty evident by the fact that I'm making it. Try foam clay. Ooh, what is foam clay? This person's skin is not ready for brisk firing. Moisture is bad for clay firing. Maybe that's why my guy broke down. My poor fella. I don't remember if he had a name. I think he might have had at some point, but it's been a long time. But no, the issue is definitely the glue. It's named for the glue that's used on clay. Barbotina. Just remembered. That's the name in Spanish. Yeah. The glue that held his poor limbs. Poor guy cannot sit anymore. Eva foam for props and stuff. Oh, nice. Okay, so I'm gonna remove all this texture that I put on top because they're a little confounding. And I'm gonna start by applying some color on top of the clay. I think I might need to add a little bit of, just change the lighting a little bit. But it's already looking pretty good. I'm gonna make it a little fleshier, maybe on the inside. I don't want it to look very bloody though. But I want it to feel like the inside of the clay is kind of the muscle and everything kind of mixed together. So giving it a little bit of red or pink will help with that, I think. Soften the shadows here. What else? Maybe an extra little bit of lighting kind of around the prints, so it looks like it's slightly elevated. Kind of the edges have been pushed away, so they elevate a little. Just a little fleshy. Exactly. We don't want to go into gore, but But it's gotta be a little nasty, you know? Just a little bit. All right, now the edge here. Obviously, it wouldn't just cut off like that. So we need to make sense of that a little. So what I'm thinking is, instead of like digging down into it, sort of dig up. Do little grooves like this. There's a couple spots where we need to mask some background there, but not a huge deal. So let's go to the background, add a new layer. We're gonna mask a little bit of hair here and there. There we go. And that makes it feel like, you know, it goes over the shoulder. Well, J Art, thank you for that. Thank you for coming in. Like Golem that gains sentience and has an existential crisis. Thank you, Snake. Okay, and now let's work on the soft light a little bit to emphasize these little grooves. So our lighting is coming from the right. So these bits here would be lit up. These bits would be in shadow. Kind of overdoing this, to be honest. Thank you for the follow, Heat Gold. Welcome in. Thank you to all the new people coming in today. It's great to see you all. Photo manipulation, indeed. Okay, now we go back to our previous textures, which looked like this. That's when we decide, do we want them? Do we remove them? Do we just reduce them a little? I do like them, but maybe they're too strong, you know? Interesting to watch others do it. Yeah, I agree. There's not a lot of people who stream this sort of thing on Twitch. And I always like when I see one, but it's really rare, unfortunately. And I think it's cool to see the process. It's a whole different thing to seeing just traditional art or regular digital art. I think I'm going to dig the imprints a little deeper. Just by giving them a little more contrast. Doing this. Small Bunny, thank you for the follow. It seems fun. It is a lot of fun. Obviously, I'm biased. This is my passion and my job too, but I do really enjoy it. Gonna make a little shadow just for that little strap here. There we go. That is a whole handprint. It is. They did say it. Well, to treat eczema with mud baths. I guess you won't have eczema if you become the mud bath. True. 9 out of 10 dermatologists recommend becoming clay. Shade of pineapple or peach popsicle. Both are equally luscious and fruit flavor. I'd vote for peach. That works, so I'll probably disappear. It sounds absolutely reasonable. Let's see. This makes it feel a little deeper, I think. Also disappear because you're at work. To just auto mode. You for some reason don't get Wi-Fi here. And watch it on your phone's night connection. Hope it's decent enough. Hope it's not like limited. Okay, so I was thinking of adding another streak. Like on the other side. I think to just give that one a little bit of symmetry and imply that this is just happening all over the body. It's not just a localized spot. So I could probably take one of the individual ones from here or from the other picture, since it'll look a little different. And use that. So we have this here. I think we can use this thumb one, since it's not as deep. A bit on the edge here. Let's see, what if I put this on hard lights? Then desaturate. The dry clay Fisher. I don't know how to pronounce that, but could be. Well, the thing about like the hand bit here is that it looks like wet clay a lot. So I don't know if like a dry Fisher would make sense. Well, thanks for popping in, Bunny. Hope I can see you in a future one with better connection. That looks pretty good, actually. Didn't think it would look decent, but it's nice. Just missing a bit of the color, but that's kind of the thing with hard lights. It tends to gray things out a little. So you often have to just add some color on top. A little bit of that pink from the other side. Okay, while we're at it, since that looks pretty good, let me see. Let me get another little chunk here. The pinky. Oh, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Imagine someone with a sculpting tool carving a squiggle. I would do that. I would not be able to resist. That lately I'm getting to ideas I've had for a long time. I just kind of never had an excuse to make. Like the plant parasite was something I've been thinking about for a long time. I'm glad it was so well received. It finally escaped the recent Twitter algorithm curse I had been having. And suddenly a bunch of people started commenting, "Oh, I missed your posts. Where were you?" I was right here. It's just that Twitter didn't want to show them to you. Thank you, Elon. Very cool. So yeah, I guess if you've also been having Twitter algorithm problems, my best and only solution is post to horrible parasites. Not a real one, of course. Just make up a cool parasite. Peach popsicle is yum. Hell yeah. Made the right choice. The algorithm doesn't apply to parasites. Exactly. Hmm. I'm gonna try this with, instead of just putting it on normal, putting it on hard lights. Maybe on top of a low opacity normal version of itself. If that's anything. It has lost some of the pink in the color, but that's definitely something we can recover. Definitely looks a bit brighter. Lost some of that gray. But it also gains a bunch of strange color. I might desaturate here. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now in terms of texture, I'm seeing that there's some really good textures like around the prints here, and they're gonna match the rest of the prints perfectly in terms of texture and lighting. So I'm actually thinking of applying some of that. Like, whoa, what are you doing, Photoshop? It was lagging when I resized. Fun. No, it's lagging again. I'm gonna save right now. PSB. How big is this? Can't be that big. Just have a bunch of pictures that didn't end up using. Behind this peach popsicle is juicy. Enjoying it to the fullest. Yeah, I've also been playing Unicorn Overlord on, which is a strange name, but I've been playing that on the Switch. A really good game. If you guys enjoy Fire Emblem and that sort of like tactical type of games, it is like just a really good evolution of that genre. Like, it takes the best bits from Fire Emblem and the like, and then very much does its own thing, but and also it has hot witches, so that's probably a selling point too. more does a game need exactly? Like, you usually get either really good and fun tactical mechanics or hot witches, but you don't often get both. To Clay we shall return with a V. Return to Clay. Fingers crossed for Hades too. Yeah, absolutely. Cannot wait.
Girl looks like see the female version of Clayface.
But yeah, you don't want to see the face if her back looks like that. Which I actually kind of like just avoiding showing the face. Just showing, or in general, like it doesn't have to specifically apply to the face, but when you do like body horror type stuff, just showing a little corner of it, just one part, like the back in this case, it just gives you enough information so that you can fill in the gaps and just imagine what the entire body of a clay syndrome person looks like. How's that looking? Chinese creative goddess Nuwa creates humanity out of clay. Ooh, I like that. That could be in the name. In the disease name. Although I don't know if doctors would be so smart to name it something like that. They would probably name it something pretty direct. But if I were to name a disease, I would name it something fancy. Well, it's a classic choice of Latin or Greek. Probably. Or just an acronym. Most modern disease names are just English acronyms, which is boring. They should have cool names of their own. See you, Blazes. Do you have me? See you too. Have a good night. It's looking pretty good, and we're an hour and 50 in. This has been a pretty quick edit. Yeah, it's quite nice. I was actually thinking of how to sign this. Demon, thank you for the follow. I was thinking of how to sign this, and we kind of have two prints going parallel here. Got this and this, right? Could potentially add another one here. And then one going across. But that might be a little too much. The other option would just be doing that on much smaller prints, like somewhere else. Like let's say here. Instead of having it to be huge. What do you guys think? Big boy, but not as clear, so it's a little bit like harder to see. Or small boy, but clearer. You ordered fancy chocolates. Can I have one? It could be in the hair, but it feels like a missed opportunity if it's not like carved into the skin. Bellis, get yourself a partner who will carve your signature into their skin. Hope everybody enjoyed the Art April Fool's Day event. Yeah, I hope from the people who were here in chat that were on Discord at the time, hope you had a good time. Kind of like using the big ones I already have. Let's give that a try. I think, yeah, it's definitely worth trying at least. I already got the prints here, so I can just like copy one of them and use it like subtly here. Like this. It's kind of weird when they cross over. There we go, that's better. Then we got another one to fill in. I think we can copy the second print there. And I have something kind of crossing over. Like this. And then another one. The transform tool is so wonky today. Photoshop always surprising me with its wonkiness. True love is carving your initials into your lover's body like a tree. You actually had to eat your Easter egg, pacing it out in smaller bits. Smart, that's smart. I like how a lot of people in the Twitter replies have been catching on to the signature, and are now looking for it like where's Waldo, and I think that's great. Because it used to be that not a lot of people knew about how I signed my things. But now I guess it's spreading a bit more through word of mouth. About 30 mini eggs. Nice. I had an egg that basically just like a large Kinder Egg type thing that my aunt gave me, and I ate it all, but I didn't eat it alone. I shared it, but it did have a little toy in it, and I just remembered I had that toy in my backpack. I was gonna give it to Bean because it seemed like the type of toy that Bean might enjoy. So let me get it. Let me get it and show it to him. He's sleeping, but when he wakes up. Found it. Oh, Bean. Sorry, I woke you up. Well, I guess it's good timing because I just got a toy for you. It is a little monkey car. I don't know. It doesn't make much sense, but Bean is curious. Okay, Bean. Bean, check this out. Look, look, look. Ah, it moves. Wow. We'll play with it later, okay, Bean? Yeah. Hello, Bean. Oh. Nose kiss. Give me nose kisses. And a big hug. Yeah, I saw that little toy. And I was like, that's for Bean. That's the new toy for Bean. Right, Bean. You can chase it. You can chase it later. Yelled like a baby. Oh, no, he's biting cable. Now I'm gonna hold you like a baby. You have no choice in the matter. Well, he does have a choice. You can go. And Bean, you're still not done. Oh, he's still not done. He's still not done. He's so organism. Big kiss. How's he doing with the move? He's really happy here. He really adapted well. And he loves my mom. They've become great friends. He's never been like super confident around other people. He's always really scared. With people that are not my partner or me. And with my mom, it's in only like a couple weeks. They're now like big friends, and he starts when he sees her, he starts purring and playing with her. So great. Which is great. He made a new friend, and that's really good for his little brain because he's slowly learning that humans are not dangerous. Slowly getting over his little childhood trauma. He's playing with the monkey. He went to get the monkey. Yes. Hold on. Oh, Bean, you're kind of in the cameras. Okay. Can't really get a good angle. You can see that. The monkey's here. Yeah! Kind of covering it, but he likes it. Happy Easter, Reen. Happy Easter. Enjoy your monkey egg car thing. He loves it. I don't know. It kind of has a pigtail, which is interesting. It's kind of a monkey pig egg car thing. I don't know. He just gets it, like boops it with his nose. But he's entranced. He loves it. Huge fan of monkey car egg thing. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. I'm gonna drop the camera here, Bean. You're kind of in front of it. Can't put it much further away than that. Oh, he's giving it back to me. He pushed it back to me when I stopped. It was like, here, continue. Hug a monkey, mayhaps. This is looking pretty good. I like the signature here. I think I'm gonna keep it. You gonna stay there, Bean? Hello. Hello, chat. Handsome. He's looking at the camera's cable. I'm not gonna move it around too much because if I do, oh, he already started attacking the cable. No, get distracted. Think about something else. There you go. Think about monkey car. Think about monkey car. Yes, your new friend, monkey car egg thing. There you go. You can sleep with him. Oh. He's facing away from the camera, but he's playing with monkey car. Yes. Here you go. Careful, don't throw it. Hold on, this is really funny. Careful there. Oh. Right when I moved the camera, he went away. He was going wild. Hey Spade, how you doing? Okay. Here's what we got. wondering if I should change the background, but I kind of like this clean background. I'm thinking of like a little bit of color grading I can give to this image. I don't think I can give too much, to be honest. Maybe just that little bit of pink. Thanks, Star Citizen. Wait, is that game out? Wasn't that like Eternal Kickstarter game? Or am I thinking of a different one? He's going wild over the monkey. Where did you throw it? You gonna... No, don't put it under the... It's gonna throw it on the furniture. Silly boy. He likes the monkey a lot. I'm gonna put it on your bed, okay? Here. Okay. Gonna see what this looks like with a little bit of lens blur. It's gonna mostly depend on how good Photoshop is at detecting the edges. It's an in development game, so it's still being worked while it's out. Okay. Whoa, that really slowed down Photoshop for a sec. Okay, that's actually pretty good edge detection. Pretty impressed. Okay. So let's see. Oh, it's not great at the hair here. Does it really do anything else in that? It kind of just blurs the background. It messes with the edge here. Okay, so no lens blur. I did try it. I'm just still getting used to that filter since it's a new thing. It's fairly powerful, but still pretty dependent on how well it detects depth and edges. Still like decently wonky at that. Then of course, you know me. You know I love vignettes, don't you? Can add just a little bit of it. Like so. This gives it a bit more grunge. And wouldn't be one of my pieces if I didn't sprinkle in some grain. A little bit of a colder lights. For that sort of like clinical tone. What do you guys think of this? In general, as a whole. Or in particular, if you have specific things that maybe bother you. Bean, you... He just... Okay, everything should be fine. Just jumped from the bed on here and dragged everything that was on there, including my tea. So now everything's full of tea. Oh, my phone is here. Great. My phone is not wet, thankfully. Do have this little paper that I used for the... It has ink on it, but I gotta really quickly dry this before it does any damage. Oh, Bean, you little creature. You were so chaotic today, it could have only ended like this. Oh, God. think I gotta get more paper. Thankfully, the tea was like nearly empty because I've been just sipping on it all stream. It's cold now. But yeah. Oh, Bean. Criminal! Criminal! I've been apprehended. I've been apprehended for wet crimes. Anything to say in your defense? Maybe he just wanted a sip? No, he just wanted to jump on his bed from my bed. But he doesn't get that the bed is slippery, so if he jumps on it, he'll just drag it all through the table and take anything that's in front of him. Throw it down. Oh, this boy. I gotta remember not to put anything liquid next to that little bed. Like I had with my tea. I tend to put it on the left, which, you know, is safe from that. But I forgot this time. And he did an oopsie. Bean did an oopsie. Hello, Bean. You're okay. You're fine. You didn't know. You did not know any better. You're just excited. He's... Look at how he plays with the monkey. Thankfully, it's fine. Like, if the tea had spilled like just a little bit further up, like, okay, just to show you, Bean jumped from the bed there. He jumped directly on here, and he just dragged the whole thing, you know. And this is something I was using for cleaning. The tea was right here, so he pushed it towards me, and it all fell. And you can see the big stain here. It all fell here, but it missed the tablet. Like there's just a couple drops on the tablet, so it's fine. You could take that. It missed the keyboard by this much, like this. Kind of dangerous. And it also missed my clothes for the most part. There's just a couple drops. But this boy could have caused a much worse problem. And here is your toy. Here, if you want to play with it. But don't be crazy. Oh, he's crazy. Oh, he's crazy. And that's on the ground. Here. Dramatic reenactment, yeah. He's insane, he's nuts. Careful with him. Cannot be contained. Oh, he's gonna grab it. He's gonna do the thing. Careful! Careful, man! Okay, I'm gonna throw it on the bed there. Me? Don't miss it. Follow it with your eyes. No? Okay. Let's throw it. 1, 2, 3. I'm glad my tea wasn't there. He just did the biggest jump in his life. Oh my god. Ridiculous creature. It's going wild over there. Oh my god, my Switch is like charging right there. I hope he doesn't do anything to it. Anyway, let's finish this. Let's finish this art, shall we? And hold on, before I do, let me really quickly grab a little bit more paper to, you know, drink up all the tea that fell in there. I'll probably have to do a deeper clean of that rug thingy, but now I'll just like use a little bit of paper there. Oh, Bean, you crazy boy. Here we go. Paper. Ooh, that does the trick. Oh yeah, it's absorbing the water. Okay. Just keep the paper there for a bit. Hopefully absorb a chunk of the water. And I really hope none of it fell on my phone. There's a little bit like on the screen, but none of it's in a dangerous part. Acquired popcorn. Enjoy. I should make some popcorn. Maybe after the stream. Indulgent morning popcorn. And thank God the Wacom tablet pens don't have a battery or anything, because that did get wet quite a bit. But it's fine. This is the exterior. Didn't seem to get inside, so the buttons aren't sticky or anything. There's a problem with tea, especially with tea with sugar on it. Okay. Now I guess we can finish this. See you, bye. Have a good night. Okay, where were we here? I got distracted with so much bean chaos. I think I was mostly done with it. It's not a huge change from before to after. It's a touch of color, bit of lighting. You're still at it, if you were wondering. Still out there causing me. Just out of the camera's reach. Okay. How about that? Pretty happy with this? What do you guys think? Whoa, don't freak out, Photoshop, please, thank you. Just flipping it, because sometimes that can reveal mistakes. Now, one thing I might try before calling it done is a little bit more color management, especially inside here. Just like trying out some fleshy tones. That's a lot. But I think it's too pink too. So let's go with something a bit redder. See, I don't want it to look bloody. I do want a little bit of fleshiness. Like either that, or we go full on the other side, like the other way, and just make it purely skin color. So it's like no different at all from the skin around it. Which is pretty good as well. What do you guys think? Fleshier or skinnier? Texture wise. This being skin, this, or this being flesh. Are they entirely clay or just the surface? It's not strictly clay, it's just your body's soft tissues start going through a chemical process into something that kind of looks a bit more like clay or soap. I think soap would probably be a better direct comparison, because your fat can literally turn into soap. Bean, you scared me so bad. He made the this thing jingle a bit. It's like just like a little drop there. Didn't make any fall down, but still spooked me a little. Oh, Bean, you little man. Bean jump scare, literally, yeah. Can barely tell the difference. Yeah, maybe that's a stream thing. It's not a huge difference. It's fairly subtle. But yeah, the stream will crunch the colors sometimes, so. But maybe it's a hard one for you guys to see. You're calm now, Bean. Hello? He's chilling. Bean chilling. Oh yeah. Newspaper absorbed as much of the tea as it could. The rest is just gonna have to come out to evaporate slowly. If it doesn't leave a huge stain, I'll leave it like that. If it does leave a huge stain, I'll have to clean up the whole mats. Okay, maybe it's a bit more noticeable here, the difference. But yeah, I went with a bit more of a neutral tone around it. But I like it. This is pretty much exactly what I envisioned, what I had in mind the first time I came up with this general idea. And yeah, I think I managed to translate my visual image pretty much perfectly to the piece. That's great. Yeah, and Cryptid, thank you so much for those pictures. I think you really made this edit work. Will it look way different? And probably worse without your pictures. So I really owe you another one. Bean too. Bean owes you his favorite toy. Yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna call it for today. It's been a bit of a short stream, but managed to do a whole piece in it. I was actually not expecting to finish anything today because I started late and I knew it was going to be a short stream. but the fact that I managed to do a full thing is great. I'm feeling really productive today. Like, I did the whole April Fool's server event, which was a big chunk of the day, but I still managed to PSB. Still managed to do a whole thing after that. So it always feels nice. I like it when it just feels like you're not gonna be productive one day, and then you do manage to do it. And that's great. I'm gonna try and save this. Come on. Art speedrun. Not honestly, some edits take 10 hours, 20 hours if you're really stuck with it. And some edits just take a couple. This was just 2.5 hours. That's one of the shortest ones. There's definitely some texture here holding everything back. See now? Your kids being it's a million times, but there's not one for you. We just made a little noise. I also sent the pic I sent you to the sacrificial altar. Yeah, that would be fantastic. I think a lot of people could benefit from that reference. So, like painting, sometimes you can bang out a picture like lightning fast, and sometimes it takes a month. Yeah. And sometimes a part of Megalomorpha takes a year or more. Oops. Sometimes you're stuck, and that's fine. Okay, oh, it did save, didn't it? Yeah, it saved. Okay, so I did manage to lighten this a bit. Yeah, that, folks, is where I'm gonna call it. And oh, this is still not working. Okay, let's edit preview. Yeah, that is where I'm gonna call it for tonight, because it's getting late and should probably not take much longer to go to bed, so my sleep schedule doesn't get ruined again. But yeah, now we are actually starting with my new tentative schedule here, where I'm gonna stream Monday to Thursday every day. Okay, that's what I'm gonna attempt, and maybe even Friday some days, some weeks. Well, that's gonna depend. But in general, I'm gonna try that. Unless specified, I'm gonna try Monday till Thursday. So there's gonna be another stream tomorrow. I don't exactly know what it's gonna be yet. It's probably gonna be another of these prompts. Like this one, the prompt was nails, so like nail scratching. I have a bunch of prompts yet to do here. I still haven't chosen which one I'm gonna do next, so we'll see. But yeah, that's basically the plan. Hopefully I can stick to it. I'm gonna really try. But yeah, hope I can see you tomorrow. And until then, folks,